there shouldn't be more than 9 people in a team, but there were 800 in Encanto. You gotta be kidding me, right? Right? Hello everyone, this is El from Analyze All. I came back here with another controversial topic about making of Disney projects. Okay, let's get back to our topic. How many people we need for making a project? Based on Agile method, we shouldn't be more than 9 in each team for managing a project. And as you heard, and you can search in the internet, there were 800 people in Encanto. So how could it happen? Did they choose our method wrong, or they made their project wrong? The answer is no one did the wrong thing. For managing project, if we're going to respect the rules, we need to have 9 people in a team. But it means that in a team, and we can have teams layers that we can manage them by coordinators. What does it mean? We have a team of production, we have a production manager, a producer above, and there are other coordinators that play a role of a scrum master in their team. You can spread them to teams, and you can ask them to be the team's scrum master, and they should hold stand-up meetings and report them to you. So it means that we can be a lot, but no more than 9. Okay, now you understand that definition, and you know why. Because of the communication with people, and because we can handle no more than 150 communication. And 150 communication doesn't mean 150 people. If you take a look at my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dunbar's number. Okay, let's get back to our topic. So we need coordinators for managing teams, and we need to get separated our teams in no more than 9, and we need some softwares or meetings for managing all data that come from our coordinators, and for sure we have more than 9 coordinators. We need to have lots of meetings with upper managers, with coordinators, and we need to arrange the data. But let's talk about the data that we should arrange. The data are tasks. We assign them to people and they will do them. Another thing that helps us for managing team is what is a task and how can we define a task. You should take apart every task in the smallest part that you can. Why? When you break task in the smallest, you can track it easier. If anything wrong happened, it's not a huge disaster that you can't fix them, and it won't bother any other people, and it won't block any other people that much. Another thing is that how can you take part tasks? You need to have your leader's advice for knowing how to take them apart. I have some examples for you. For example, for model, you need to take it apart in a block, low res, high res, UV, texture, shader. So it means that when you go all the step through UV, you can send it for rig, texture, and even look development. So by definition of task, you will understand that how you can do some parts simultaneously, and how you can arrange your tasks in a best way. Another thing could help you for managing teams is two definitions: definition of done and definition of ready. Who should define them? Leaders. You should have some meetings in early stage of your project and talk about every task in detail with your leaders and ask them to let you know that when they say this task is ready for sending to other teams and when they say it is done. It helps you and your team to know when it is a time for testing that task and do less wrong things in your project. So that we understand that for managing a project with 800 people, we need to take apart so many things. First of all, our teams. So we need coordinators. Second thing is our task. We need to take them apart in the smallest that we can handle them on. And another thing is that a definition for a ready task and a done task. If I'm going to say some examples, imagine that we're going to talk about Mirabel's character. Mirabel's has block, has high res, has low poly or low res, has UV texture, has shader in its model. So you should define a Mirabel task like this: Mirabel block, Mirabel high res, Mirabel low res, Mirabel texture shader, Mirabel rig. You shouldn't define it like Mirabel model. You shouldn't, or about any of your character, or even your Mirabel has some variation. What does it mean? It means that you need 2 or 3 or more textures for that, or even change in model for that. You need to define them all as separate tasks. Because of that, you can assign these tasks to people easily. You can track it easily, and you can help tasks to be done simultaneously. Or another example is for animation. For example, you have shot X for animation. So how could you assign this task? Yeah, you shouldn't do this like animate shots X to that person. You should do this: animate blocks, animate splines, animate polish, and everything that has been asked by your leaders. Then you take them all apart. I insist that you prevent continuing the wrong thing in your team. Okay, you now understand about the teams and arranging tasks. This story has no end. But until you make your task study, I'll be back with another video. I'm sure you know that for supporting me, you need to subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends. And for sharing your opinion with me, like or dislike this video and write me a comment. Till the next video, bye.